I'm sure that 99% of you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they're home today.
Yeah, we came home. We got home earlier today. So, yay.
Guys, there is so many people making comments. I can't even start back at the beginning and say hi to everyone. There we go. Howdy, Janice. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job. Howdy. I'm
just gonna
Mama Vet, hi.
I'm just gonna let Wiley run through all these.
Tamara, hi. Paul, hello. Howdy, Bill.
Kathy, hello.
Kathy, hello.
I forgot to put my phone on you.
Mimi's Memories, howdy. I think that pretty much covers them, huh?
Rachel,
hello.
McKevin, hey.
Hey, McKevin. Carla, hi. Sandy, hi.
Oh my God.
So yeah, they're home day, guys. They're home.
Yay.
I got to hold the baby a while ago.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised he wanted to hold the baby.
Little Fred.
Yeah.
She's cute as a bug, guys. She is cute.
If bugs could be cute.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Brenda.
Hey, Bev.
You just said that.
Yeah. So
yeah. I don't know. Love your videos.
Love your videos.
Hey, David, thanks. Hello, you two. Good to see you both. Congratulations. Thanks, Kathleen.
Hey,
Cece.
How's it going? Actually, we'll be going to Oklahoma on Monday, huh?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
Yep.
So Cece will stop by Tuesday.
Yep, we'll see you Tuesday, Cece.
So long as plans don't change.
Hopefully, in time. I mean, hopefully everything goes good and we're able to get over there, get this stuff unloaded, and then get back by your place. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Rose. Hi, Liam. Hi, Dot. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Melanie.
Uncle Wiley and Auntie Jen.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't give my Willow all my sugar, Wiley.
Hey, Melanie. How are you?
So yeah, not really a whole lot going on today, guys, because of them just getting home and all that good stuff, and
it didn't warm up outside till like noon.
Yeah, well, it really didn't warm up till about 1:30. But yeah. Did you change any diapers? No, Mary. That's Mama's job. That ain't my job.
Every other lady's job. Wiley will not change diapers. Have you ever changed a diaper?
Oh yes, I've changed diapers.
That hospital was awesome.
Amber's song was so funny. Yep, Amber and the baby's home. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think they're over there taking a nap right now. No,
there's no videos of Amber's bits on YouTube. No.
Hi, Judy. Hi, Glenda.
We did make some like potato. What do you call them? I don't even know what to call them. Like potato basket thingies to grow.
Oh yeah.
And we planted potatoes.
Our potato starts. We did that today. Yeah.
But that's really all we have done.
Did other kids fuss over the baby? Oh yeah, McKevin.
The girls have. For sure.
The girls have. Yeah. I mean, the boys is
Michael's like, nah. Hunter's like, what is that? He's like, hey, where'd that thing come from? Neither one of them have expressed any interest at all in having anything to do with the baby.
I seen a comment on one of the other videos. I think it might have been the song. I don't remember. One of the other videos was like, we wanted to see a video of, Wiley getting to see the baby. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not a big baby person.
I love babies.
Once they start walking, they get to that toddler stage and, they start getting into stuff. That's whenever I like them because
you can have her then. I planted onion today. Awesome. Amber and baby are doing good. I think they're resting right now. I think, let's see, we got to sleep Monday night and then it was Tuesday it was like Monday into Tuesday. Well, I don't even remember. I don't know. I want to say that we've probably gotten maybe 8 hours of sleep all week.
Yeah, I don't think y'all left until
it was 12:30
Wednesday morning.
It might have been Wednesday morning.
So yeah, it was 12:30 Wednesday morning when y'all left. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love the first 5 years, Wiley. Hey, Sean, how's it going?
I don't know. I'm really uncomfortable with tiny babies, you know. But whenever they're up and able to move around and run around is whenever I really enjoy them.
He can toss them around and they aren't as fragile. When they get big enough, you can like put those little arm floaties on them, or when they have their little life jacket on, you could throw them in the water and they're like, wee!
Howdy, Sean.
Hey, Jody. How's it going?
I didn't see her. Did I miss her?
Yeah.
Hi, Jody.
Hey, BJ. How's it going?
Is the baby home? Yes.
Yes, she is home. We got home and Emily kidnapped the baby, and Amber went to town cleaning and things that she didn't get a chance to do before it was time to go, and so she's been over there being busy.
To me, it's with a baby, you know, you've got to sit and be still. You know, I mean, to a point, but I've always got stuff to do, so it's hard for me just to sit and hold a baby.
He's like, here, grab this wrench and let's go.
And no doubt, the minute that I start holding her, I probably got to hold her, 5 minutes?
No, you probably about 2.
Maybe 2 minutes. And my phone started ringing. Yeah. So I'm like, somebody take the baby so I can see what's going on. There's just, I don't know, too much stuff going on babies, but yeah.
I bet you will be an old softie. Oh, I'm sure that she'll have Wiley wrapped around her little finger before too long. Woods Bound, hey, how's it going? We have our garden. Our garden is coming along nicely. I haven't planted anything in the ground yet. We do have about another week before our last frost date, so I'm kind of waiting for that, and over the next week I'll be working on planting, and hopefully we will be buying some fencing and getting fence up, and then next weekend we're supposed to go get goats.
Yeah.
And then a couple days after we go get goats, I have to go back to Oklahoma for a doctor's appointment. So we'll have gone to Oklahoma 3 times in like a week.
Yeah. Right, Lynn. Yeah, so. You're exactly right. Great to see you, Wiley Jenn. Hope Willow has the first few letters of Wiley's name. Willow has the first 3 letters.
Yeah. Wiley didn't sound very good for a girl, so we named her Willow.
Yeah.
That's it. We named her after you. I hope Amber's watching this.
Hunter was calling her Willifred a while ago.
Willifred. Yeah.
Howdy, not today.
I've heard of Winifred before. Have you all ever heard of Willifred? The videos are so good. Thanks, Ace.
Camera true story. She used to crawl.
Hey, not today.
Get thrown again if we stop.
When Amber's oldest was little and she was to the point where she could be in like one of those Johnny jump up things that you like hang on a door, you hang on the door and they can bounce on them. My dad created a zip line. So he put that on a cable and it went through the whole house.
So
it went down
around.
the hallway and it was straight. So we would sit there and we would fling her. And she would go all the way across the house. And then someone on the other end of the house would fling her all the way back. And she loved it. She thought that was the greatest thing. Of course, for any people out there who, she was in this little thing strapped in. She was fine.
Howdy, Glenn.
Willifred, I like it. She's going to have a whole bunch of names. People are going to be like, what's your name? And she's going to give them a whole list.
Exactly, Mary. That's exactly right.
Teach them how to get in the mischief. So Amber's chomping at the bits to get stuff done, but I know she's tired today.
Yeah. Even Jen, first thing she done when she got home this morning is, what are we going to do today, Wiley? And I'm like, you know what? Calm down and sit down for a minute. Just rest.
We've been sitting in the hospital for a few days thinking of all the things we need to do and can't get done because we're not home. I've got this like head cold thing going on, or allergies or something. I sent Michael to the store to buy me some medicine because my head is like, I got a low grade headache and stuffy nose. I think it's a sinus headache.
Hi, Adriana.
'Tis the season. I want to be clear, people.
Oh, yeah, now the
Oh, yeah, she wasn't in any contraptions. See, Paul, like, you raised your kids in a different time. If we
Yeah,
said that
right.
now on the internet,
yeah, we'd be going to jail.
I can't say that
Hi, Donna.
it won't happen. But I can't say that it will, because then somebody will send child services after us.
Right.
So we try to be as real as possible on YouTube without, getting people calling the cops on us.
Right.
So some people are just sissies and you don't know who watches.
And there's some people still want to turn us in.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I think it's like, never mind. I won't go there. Not the time and place for that. I'm not trying. Today's a happy day. I'm not trying to bring up some old stuff. Is everything blooming? Everybody's getting sick. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, Rose. And I didn't even notice it until Jen got home today. But we have probably, I don't know how many, but so many more redbud trees that have bloomed overnight last night.
Yes.
It's like a whole wall
we
out
have
here.
them everywhere, and I love it.
It is awesome.
I don't want to take out a single one. It was only 2,000 for the Lord's sake. Oh. But still, that was raising kids now is completely different than in the early 2000s. Michael was born in 2005.
Sorry, it was 97, 98.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, the 90s was different.
Yeah.
I honestly, as weird as it is, I think it was right around that millennium point is where everything just went to crap. It's like things changed so much from the year 2000 up.
It went from you're bad parents if you don't discipline your kids to you're bad parents if you do discipline your kids.
Love Redbuds get a video, Jen. Well, we got a little bit of a video the other day, but it wasn't very good.
I need to actually finish that one because we started it, but we never finished it. So I'll add. I'll add the potatoes to that one.
Those people are just jealous or don't know any better, right?
Yeah.
Sadly, too many watching for some to be critical. My kids are in their 40s, and they would have been taken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Great outdoors, Heidi.
Hey. It's almost to the point that if you don't give your kid Cheerios and a bunch of junk processed food, then it's child abuse because you're depriving your children of food they want to eat.
Yeah.
But no, we're feeding them like apples and real food, whole foods, and that's almost seen as a bad thing.
Great outdoors, yes, we did, and we done it pretty comfortably. Honestly, I mean there was a couple of times it probably could have been a little warmer, but for the most part, I don't have a lot to complain about. Nope. I think we made it through the winter just fine.
I think we did good. Yep. I'd do it again.
Hello, Jen and Wiley. Redbud trees are my favorite trees.
Next year.
Sue, she has made redbud jelly and stuff before. And actually, Hunter just made some redbud tea yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
We really enjoy redbuds.
We should actually do that. Make a video on redbud jelly.
Yeah.
All I need, I think I've got some pectin. I don't think I have any mason jars though, with lids still.
Beautiful day. Arkansas has gorgeous trees. Yes, they do.
I'm gonna really. I was just talking to Amber about this while we were at the hospital. I'm with the garden we're gonna have this year, we definitely need to start buying a pack of mason jars every time we go to Walmart. Right,
Paul? Yep. Just keep doing you, Jen. You feed your family well. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can't tell that we're fed well or nothing.
Yeah. We all look like we're all skin and bones.
I swear, I've been on Jen for the last 6 months.
We gotta eat
trying to get me to lose weight. And it's not that we eat anything bad. It's just what she cooks is so good, I eat too much of it.
Yep. Yep, it's sad when you make good food and you're like, ooh, I know I shouldn't, but I want to eat more.
Yes, please on the jelly, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job said.
Yes, it's really easy to make. It's so cool too. So it makes I don't know, when you're boiling the flowers, they make a not so flattering colored looking jelly, but then as soon as you add the lemon juice, it turns hot pink. It's so cool. Hey, there's Amber. She's not taking a nap. I don't know why she's walking through camp with a stick.
Because there's a rooster in here and he was staring at me.
Oh. said there's a rooster in here and he's staring at me. Kids left the door open.
I mean, you feed your family healthy choices. Yeah. Yeah, we just eat too much. That's the problem. Trying to, Jeff.
And over the winter, especially, we don't get outside and exercise a lot. The best exercise we got was firewood. And we'd usually work really hard for a day and then get to sit around for a week.
Yeah.
So
Donna, yes, she is absolutely going to be making some salve.
Are you one of the people who emailed me? Because if so, email me again. I went through and got like trigger happy.
Well, one of them,
all of our emails.
One of them just emailed you like yesterday or day before yesterday. So cool. It might have been Donna. I can't remember.
I do need to do that. I haven't done it yet because I have to like cook it on a really low temp for a while. At this point, I could have just like cold processed it or whatever, but cold infused. But now I'm gonna have to hot infuse it, and you have to keep it down really low and cook it for quite a while for all the good stuff to get into the oil.
Paul said, Wiley's got my problem, folks. We have 6-packs, but they're hidden in oak barrels. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Donna said she was one of them. So
okay, cool. Yeah.
I use my $5 coupon for paper towels and TP at the dollar store.
Heck yeah. Can't buy very much with $5 though.
Speaking of weight, I weighed 191 this morning. Yay me. Well,
woo!
Man, I wished I weighed 191. Holy cow.
That's probably about what I weigh.
I'm recovering from neck surgery, so I've been out of commission for a while. Won't be long till I'm back in action. I think Sawbones got me fixed. Oh, good deal. Good deal. Yeah. Neck surgery. What the heck did you do?
Saw a pretty woman on the side of the road and broke it.
Yeah, probably.
No. Either that or, the car accidents, you're like, oh, it's so bad, but I can't look away.
I'm assuming that
oh, my nose.
Lily must be over there with Fred.
Probably.
Drink a bottle of water before you eat. Maybe that'll help you fill up. Honestly, that is one thing that me and Jen, I've never in my life sat down at a dinner table without anything to eat or drink. And Jen, never, ever. We never have anything to drink whenever we sit down at the dinner table.
I wasn't even raised eating at a dinner table. All right, y'all. So
I've never, because I've always, drank 2-3 glasses of tea while I'm eating my meal. Mm-hmm. And around here, it don't happen. We just don't.
I didn't even have a dining table until Wiley and I built the one out here. And so forever, as my kids were growing up, I would, when I wanted something to drink, I would go to the sink, get a cup of water, drink it, and set the cup down. I would not have a cup of water sitting in my house somewhere for the kids to spill. And so I just have never, other than like when we go out to eat, I hardly ever have something to drink when I eat.
But I do believe that is a big problem, is not having something to drink with your meal. Mm-hmm. You eat more because you're not filling up on a drink. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I've at least cut back on how much I eat. I use a smaller plate, and I think that helps a lot. But
well, honestly, I say dinner table. We don't even now we have the table that I built. We hardly ever use it. I do, but nobody else does. Everybody sits on the couch or,
we all just
whatever,
right
just wherever. But still with dinner, somehow messed up some discs. Had to have it removed, ground down the bone spurs. Mm-hmm. They put spacers and screwed it all together. It's pretty much what they did at the gym.
Yeah. Yep. That's what they did in my lower back. And
Howdy,
now,
Kimber.
I kind of wish I had never had back surgery, because at least before I could reset my hips, and now I can't.
Kimber, to be honest with you, I don't know how he made it. Jen could probably tell you, but I don't know how. The Redbud tea.
I imagine that he just picked the flowers and boiled them in water. And then you just strain them out. Or you don't have to.
No, I don't think he did. I remember him drinking it with the flowers still in it. But yeah, just boil them.
And then he probably put some honey and some lemon juice or something in there. And
Nancy, I rarely ever go back for seconds, but that is another problem we have. Of course, it's more prevalent during the summertime than it is the wintertime. But we're out busy doing stuff until it gets dark. So we don't eat till after dark. Well, in the summertime, that's usually 9 or 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
and then we eat and go to bed.
Yeah.
So I know that's one of my really big problems.
It's a
too,
horrible
with
cycle.
Yeah.
In the winter time, it gets dark at like 4 o'clock, so we eat dinner about 4 or 5 o'clock. But then it gets dark early, so we also go to bed earlier.
Howdy, DJ. Let's see Amber and Fred. Well, I think Fred is probably resting, and I think Amber went back over to her.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's probably over there. I have all the windows open in here. So.
Lola, hey,
calm down. You know who that is.
the door's open. I think the kids must be home.
She's been working nights, only eating a meal and a half a day, and walking an average of 7 miles a night. It's melting the fat off me. I bet it is.
Oh, Sheila, her redbud tree died.
Oh, dang it.
Well, we've got plenty.
Are they something you can take a cutting off and grow from a cutting?
Keep your seat. Don't get up just because I can't.
Hey, Barb.
Hi, Barb.
Lola.
Lola May. Hey, Lola. Go outside. Go. Get outside.
Quit yelling and go investigate. She came right back and got
Lola May. Come on.
She doesn't listen.
Get outside.
We don't eat until Dink
She's
gets
got
home.
her hair standing up and everything, like she's really seeing something. I wonder what.
She's just going blind, I think.
Baby Fred wants to say hi.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Maybe that's what it was. Hi, guys. Look at baby Fred. Hi. Oh, look. She's kind of awake. Did she just eat? Look at the beautiful baby. Isn't she so precious? I love her so much.
Everybody was asking about y'all.
Right, I heard you say something about Fred and Amber, so I was like, all right, Lily. I'm like, let me see her. I'm like, I'm going to go let her say hi.
Oh, she's so
Hi,
everyone.
Hey, wait! I didn't tell y'all to come in here and take over my life. What the heck?
Right? Y'all get to see more of baby Fred tomorrow morning on Amber's
Right.
live stream.
Yep.
Fred just had to come steal the show for a minute.
Yeah. Bye, guys. I'm sure it won't be the last time. Hi, Muriel. How are you? Well, someone said hi to Muriel. I don't know how long you've been in here, but hi. We might have already said hi to you. At least we get to see her face and not her butt on the way out, Amber. Oh, there I go, getting baby fever. Going to have to find me one of my great-granddaughters after a while, I guess. Yeah. I'm in total awe. She is so cute.
Get some neck sugar for me, Barb said.
It almost feels weird to call her
beautiful.
Willow. Because we've been calling her Baby Fred for months.
Yeah.
When I talk to her, I put my hand on Amber's belly and shake her, and I'm like, hey, Fred, how's it going? I'm working and lurking. Yeah, everybody, please hit that thumbs up button. That would be really awesome. I had 3 back surgeries on my back because I had bad discs
Oh
with
my
the fusion the 3rd time. Now I have stenosis below my fusion and pinches the nerves in my groin. It sucks. Yes. Yes, it does. I had spinal stenosis before I had my surgery, and now I've got a mild bulge on the disc above my fusion, and so I really need to drop the weight so it'll take the pressure off my lower back.
Oh, Paul, everybody noticed. I was even telling Jen, I don't know if y'all left him speechless or if he was in stitches on the ground, laughing, but he sure didn't have a whole lot to say.
Oh, well, if you couldn't tell, if you give baby Fred too much attention, Wiley might get jealous.
Right?
If you couldn't tell, we were laughing very hard too. I was literally crying. And last night, Amber and I were up till like 2 a.m. just giggling our heads off. And we were having a good old time. And the nurses were coming in and laughing with us, and it was good. But then this morning, I was like, I think I'm a little lightheaded from laughing so much. Lack of oxygen. I like Willow Grace. I do too. I think it's beautiful. And when Amber had decided that, we didn't even know that it was our grandma's middle name, or Grace was.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
The nurses thought it was strange because they're like, well, what are your other kids' names? And they're all like pretty typical normal names. And they're like, usually when someone has like an earthy name like this, like all of their kids are similar. You've got all these normal ones and then this weird one. She doesn't have a chance. She's gonna grow up and be super happy and just kind of like, you know, being raised by me and Amber and the girls.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to take some of that out of her, but
how was the ride home? It was good. Hospitals suck. I'm allergic to them.
Yeah. Amber got lost yesterday and had to be walked back in.
Oh my goodness, Lakita, you are a survivor. Holy cow. She said, I am also a 3-time cancer survivor. Stage 4 breast, stage 3 colon, and stage 1 stomach. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. And we have, Amber and I have cancer that runs in our family. We have colon cancer and breast cancer that run in our family. And so that's why I'm such a staunch advocate for eating healthy food, because I don't want to put anything, I don't want to like increase my chances of those things happening.
McKevin said a package is coming from Michael, but it's for whoever needs it. 4 items. Awesome, McKevin. Thanks.
We did the Johnny Jumper, all 3 cents.
I loved the Johnny Jumpers because I think it really helps them build leg muscles, you know, and get them into that ready to walk stage, you know. Willow Grace getting special gifts with her name on them. She is very worth it. Oh. Thanks, Jody.
So you could create her a run.
Hey, Greg.
Here. Yeah. A kid run. That's what we're gonna call it. So a dog run.
We'll have to do like we did on the dog run though, and put some stops on it so she don't get too close to the fireplace. And
oh right. Yep.
Greg, me and Jen will be seeing you in just a little while. After the live's over, I guess just text me or whatever in a little bit and let me know where you want.
I'm hoping the kids.
Are we meeting you at the house or what? So
a kid run, yeah, for Willow and baby goats. She's gonna grow up with all the farm animals and playing in the dirt in the garden, and we don't really have to worry about her too much because it's all organic and harmful stuff. So
yeah,
if she eats dirt don't hurt.
Yeah,
trust me, I fed Amber plenty of dirt pies growing up, and she's fine. I
used to eat it just because it tasted good. We had, whenever I was growing up in Salisaw, I was probably 6-7 years old, and I remember we had this bank on the other side of the road. And us kids would go down there and play all the time for some reason.
Oh, Sheila, that's so sweet.
There was like red clay or something in there, and we would scoop that out. I'd eat it, and it was... But they say when your body's craving a certain mineral, it tastes good. And I guess that's what it was, is I was eating that red clay all the time. I would also eat the burnt ends off of matchsticks. That was really good, too. So, yeah.
And to think you're still alive.
You're going to need a saddle for the goats. Yeah, probably. Farmer life is a good thing for a farm kid. Yeah.
Lost my best friend, my sister in 94, and at 36, my mom also, and my mom's mom when she was 12. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Mr. Walter Job said, that explains a lot, Wiley. She'll have a great immune system. Exactly, Tamara. Yeah. I firmly believe, and I don't know how to say it without it sounding bad, but I do believe you can wash your hands too much. You can take too many showers. All of that affects how your body is used to foreign materials, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I really do firmly believe that these kids that are treated and, aren't
Grow
let
up
to
in a
go out
sterile
and play out. Yeah,
environment.
aren't let to go out and play in the grass and in the dirt and all that stuff and in the mud. And I totally believe that's affects their immune system big time. Wiley, did you show Jen the video I sent you on how to make your own grape jelly with only 3 ingredients? Larry, that might have been one I did. I don't know, because there's times that there's like 4 or 5 you send me because I don't get to read them right away. So then, I might go back and watch 2 or 3 of them and not realize there was 1 or 2 in front of that. So I don't know if I seen that one or not.
Lakita, I hope you saw the message from Melody. Let me just tell you, I'm not a doctor. Do your own research, but I have heard of ivermectin being good at treating cancer and stuff. So
sulfur burnt matches. Me too. LOL. Yep.
That's funny.
Yep.
I mean, I know that when I was pregnant, they would ask, are you craving paint chips or dirt or matches and I'm like, why would people eat any of these weird things? No, I'm not craving that stuff.
Well, Wiley, I did too. And unburnt matches. Mom learned to pick them up. LOL. True story. Yeah. I used to go around my mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles. Everybody smoked all my life. And I used to go around and dig through the ashtrays and find their matches sticks. And yeah.
That's funny.
Any new family want to be mine? Remember, I'll cook for you. And I'm in Edmond, Oklahoma.
All right. Stick match choose. He said, I'll send it again. My grandmother said if a kid didn't eat a quart of dirt by the first year, they'll always be sick.
I believe it. Mm-hmm. I believe it. Sugar and carbs feed cancer. Yeah, right.
Yes,
Judy?
They do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And sugar especially wreaks havoc on your digestive system, on your gut health. It's eating sugar is the worst thing you can do for your gut. And your gut is what pretty much regulates everything else.
I guess I needed sulfur. Yeah. I don't know what it was about the red clay, but there was something in there obviously I needed to. So
tomorrow you and I need to take a walk through the woods and go tie that tape stuff to our trees.
We raised Rhodesian Ridgebacks and Mastiffs. That is what I used for heartworms. Oh, okay. For whatever is in matches. Or whatever is in matches.
So, hey, thanks, Jody, for your Matchbox habit. What was I going to say about that?
Yeah, Glenn, I got quite a bit of my own share with bike wrecks, too, yeah.
Goat's milk better for you than cow's milk. I have heard that. We're fixing to have goats. And all the ladies have been exposed, so there's a good chance we'll have babies.
Matchbox habit.
The only dirt ate was from bike wrecks, motorcycle wrecks, and football.
My sister used to eat cigarette ashes and loved coffee grounds. She would chew on them. Wow.
Ew.
Well, I mean, obviously her body was needing something that was in those. Yeah, but yeah, that's.
Maybe that's why Amber's so tough, because I fed her a lot of mud pies growing up.
Mud pie lunch was fine for me. Mm-hmm. Your gut is where your immune system is. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. 1 cc per 10 pounds on the. Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say that the sulfur. We actually bought. Never mind. I think it was copper bolus that we used for deworming our goats.
Well, luckily I don't have to worry about that. Makes homemade.
I don't know what that is.
But I do need to get ivermectin.
What is that, Tamara?
I grew up outside playing in the woods and dirt. So did my kids. Half of my grandkids. Yep. It's per 110 pounds. Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Howdy.
Hello
hey,
from
Julie.
Missouri. Congrats on your beautiful niece. Thanks, Julie.
I love her so much already.
Yeah. She's going to be a spoiled, rotten kid, I promise you.
Mm-hmm. They say that eating and drinking from copper is good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually, so that you put copper in like your water container, like we have the whale up there. You put copper in there and it keeps all the bacteria from growing in your copper. And it also adds
I think it's all supposed to reduce algae. Like
that's what I meant. Was algae, not bacteria.
Yeah,
keeps the algae out of your. Yeah.
We put little chunks of copper tubing in our pool, like I don't know what they call it, skimmer. The pool skimmer.
Worm goats and pigs with chewing tobacco. Yes, you can. Yep, I've heard that all my life. Yep. Now I don't think we ever tried it, but I have heard it. Yes. Hand is hurting. Homemade version of HCQ.
Hydrochloroquine. Is that what that is? HCQ, hydrochloroquine?
Quinine? Is that what she said? How to pronounce it?
Used to aid in some diseases in the body. That's interesting.
That's interesting. Yep. I like it with gin, Paul. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, at least water lets me get Mom's dry roast down.
Dip keeps my old man wormed. I was a dirty kid. So were we. Amber and I were always covered in dirt. The only time we were clean, like our parents would literally have to give us a shower and then carry us to the car if they wanted us clean.
And you gripe at Lily about that same thing all the time.
I know. She's part of me.
Hello, I'm running late today. Hi, Cindy. We grew up in the dirt. Yeah, I mean, 70s and 80s,
90s. I was born in the 80s, but
definitely the way that was.
Yeah. We grew up in the woods and in the mountains, and so it was like probably equivalent to growing up before they had electricity. And we didn't have indoor plumbing either.
Hose bath was the ticket. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah.
That's what we tell the kids too. We're like, oh, you want to go play in that mud puddle? Just know that I'm going to hose you off before you come inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're complaining because the hose water is cold, because we done that in Oklahoma, we had a well, and so it was always cold water.
Yeah. I'm usually working on lake. Huh. My daughter was about 2 and ate a handful of mud and said, "Yum, chocolate cake." I have wormed horse with tobacco. Yep.
That's interesting.
Yep. Howdy, Stanley.
I think that I know that the lady we're getting the goats from said that the goats' hooves needed to be trimmed, so we're going to have to trim their hooves, and it probably wouldn't hurt to worm them. We'll talk to her and ask her when the last time she was, but just goats are real susceptible.
They're very bad. My childhood doctor, he told me it was healthy for a child to eat.
In the sand pile with some army men, you'd be there all day. Yes, I remember my dad built us a sandbox when we were growing up.
I never had a sandbox. Never had that kind of thing. But I had an uncle one time that had a whole truckload of sand dumped in his front yard, and he was doing some concrete work, so he just had a whole load brought. Well, there was tons of it left over. There was a big pile left over out there. And I remember I was probably 7, and I was outside playing in it.
Paul.
And I was, I was digging in that sand, and I was finding little worms, basically, to play with. Well, come to find out, they was baby copperheads. They was literally about this long, little baby copperheads.
Oh, my gosh.
And, yeah, my mom and dad freaked out whenever they finally figured out that was copperheads I was playing with.
Oh, my gosh. So, Amber and I actually, I think it was both of us. I'd have to ask her. But we got worms from playing in a sandbox.
Yeah, you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And so we had to be dewormed as kids. But I think it was just like a single pill. It wasn't that big of a deal. But we had worms when we were kids from playing in a sandbox.
Well, because you know why, right?
Because cats poop in the sandbox.
Because cats poop in the sandbox, and cats carry worms in their poop. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cats knew I had one. Yeah, the neighbors' cats knew I had one. Yes.
Yep. Google says a lot of people eat dirt and red clay. Interesting.
That is interesting.
That is interesting. Howdy, Flat Creek. Thanks for the tip. Hello, Grace. We got
wormwood tea once per month.
Huh. I don't even guess I know what that was.
Yeah, it's wormwood is natural thing. It's a you can buy like wormwood extract or something. And when I was looking into dewormer for the cats, wormwood was one of those things that's in those natural dewormers. Yeah.
I had to get dewormed several times as a child, mainly from running around our chicken houses barefoot. Yeah. I couldn't tell you how many times I had to, too.
Really? From running around barefoot?
Just said. Yep, absolutely, Tamara. Hi, Ann.
I will give Amber a hug for you.
Don't eat the chocolate nuggets you find in the
definitely
sandbox.
Not. Definitely not. Oh. They'd probably taste better than that hospital food, though. They brought us dinner last night, and I had ordered a grilled chicken sandwich, and it was a piece of chicken this big on a bun that big, and so it was like a bite of chicken in a big old bun. I was like, that is all carbs. I won't even. That sucks. Like they say, I've heard that hospital food sucks, but that takes the cake. I guess I sent an empty message.
I would get worms. She didn't live on a farm, but she did growing up and had been taught. Huh. Wow.
That's interesting. Or the chocolate chips in the rabbit
Working
hutch.
with Wiley. Who the heck is on my?
I must have hit enter when I was. See that this is down here. I must have hit enter when I turned the screen back on.
Or the chocolate chips in the rabbit hutch. Yeah, right. Hospital food sucks.
This one is top suckiness.
I was telling Jen, I've spent a lot of time because my whole family lives in Shawnee, Oklahoma. And I've spent tons of time in the hospital there in Shawnee. And, they have really good food. I mean, it's not like going out to a 5-star restaurant, but it's not just trash food. They have or used to anyway, they had a fresh salad bars out there. They
don't have anything like that. Post-COVID, you don't have any food.
They had really good food in Shawnee whenever back.
Jody said nursing home food sucks too. That's probably why you've lost so much weight, Jody, is because the food is awful.
That was no comment, Wiley. What?
Your no comment, your zero nothing there. Yeah.
Nursing home food sucks too. Yeah, that may have something to do with it. It may be. We don't want you to stay any longer than you have to, so we're not going to feed you good, so you can get the heck out of here.
So you're starving and can't wait to leave.
Right.
I can say I had Lily and Hunter at OU Children's Hospital in Oklahoma City, which is like one of the leading children's hospitals in the whole country. Their food was amazing. Their food was like equivalent to what you'd get on a cruise ship.
You missed them. They was here just a minute ago. They're doing great.
Oh, yeah. They just... Yeah. She stopped in and said Wiley would get jealous if Fred stole the show. So.
I hate the hospital these days. It's usually to say goodbye to a relative. Yeah. Lost almost 60 pounds so far.
60 pounds.
Wow, Jody.
That's awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's great that you're losing it. I just hope it's not because...
You're malnourished.
Yeah, you're malnourished, right.
2 hospitals here are better than some cafes, especially if you're on the low sodium diet. So, yeah, I mean, I have never had bad hospital food before till this recent stay, and it was absolutely awful.
Yeah, the 2 hospitals here are better than some cafes, especially if you're on a low sodium diet. Jody. Oh. Drink coffee.
If I don't have to cook it, I don't complain. I would rather cook it so that I know what goes in it. One other thing that I'm real picky about is salt. Because I have high blood pressure, I don't like using the white table salt because it spikes my blood pressure. So I have to use either Himalayan pink sea salt or Redmond's real salt. I have never tried Celtic salt, but it's another one of those things that's up there with the sea salt and stuff.
Ain't nobody gonna move in before Mama Vet does.
I can pretty much tell when food is cooked with the white processed salt. And
Creek Gin.
It's funny because I can eat during the summertime. I crave salt, and so when it's really, really hot outside, we actually keep a deal of salt in our vehicle.
Yep.
So that if we get hot and we're out working somewhere, we can replenish with the salt, and we'll just put it on our hand and just lick it right off and drink some water, and it's good. But not the white crap.
Not today. Said I got my salt so low it was too low and made me ill. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
At least whenever I was visiting my brother and
Refill my coffee every 30 minutes.
Yeah, no kidding. Amber's lurking. Yep, she sure is.
Much, much love, Amber and our Willow. Jody's easiest way to lose over 100 pounds is get divorced. Amen.
Right.
Amen. A divorce will definitely make you lose weight. I know. When Wiley and I met, I looked like a crackhead. He was just skinny. I looked like a crackhead. And I did not do drugs.
Wow, Wiley's drinking vinegar. I had a friend.
Willow needs a birthday party.
I had a friend one time. His name was Henry, and that's every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He had a full glass of white vinegar. That's what he drank with his meal. Every meal he drank white vinegar.
I will take a shot of apple cider vinegar when I have to, but even then, it's like, ugh. Gives you that bitter beer face, you know? Y'all remember those old commercials, the bitter beer face commercials? I don't even remember what brand that was, but that was funny. When they'd suck in their face.
Glove box restock.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ace.
Oh, thank you so much. Check with a company called LMNT for a sponsorship. It's a salt-based additive that you add to a bottle of water. Huh, that's interesting.
There's the chillins. They're back now.
Yeah. I try to check the ingredient label on everything. We try to avoid seed oils. MSG is another one.
Lola.
Aspartame.
Lola. Go outside.
I was actually reading something the other day. I like chewing bubble gum. Or whatever. And
Lola.
It seems like every bubble gum has aspartame in it, and it's supposed to be like aspartame. That's what it is, aspartame. And did you guys know? So Wiley was telling me a while back about these beetles that they put in like the water treatment plants and stuff to eat oil.
Yeah.
Right, to clean the water.
So at a car wash, now any new car washes that are installed, there is a process it has to go through, and there's bugs in there that actually eat the oil. And what they excrete, is good for the environment. So they excrete it, they eat the oil, excrete it, and then it cleans the water coming out of the car wash. So go ahead.
So anyway, aspartame is the poop of those bugs, and they use it as a sweetener in sodas and bubble gum and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, oh, that is so gross. We're eating bug crap.
Yep. Straight to the bathroom, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I didn't realize that. I was telling Jen, well, I mean, you guys all know, or most of you guys know, y'all was here whenever the whole thing happened with selling the IBC tote with the
stuff in it
that was washed out at the car wash. Well, I was telling Jen that's car washes nowadays have this process that's these bugs that eat all that oil and blah blah blah. I had no idea that their poop is what aspartame is. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually true with bug waste. Yes.
Yep.
Was that trouble? Yes, it was, Paul. I so love it that Michael can go to the store now.
Yes, that was trouble.
It can be made from heat too. Aspartame, that is. Huh. I don't know what. I haven't seen that thing, but so it's funny because all this stuff about.
It's not mine to latch on to, Steve.
Am I supposed to take 2 of these? I don't even know.
No wonder aspartame gives me a headache.
It's bug poop. Tell them about that. Tell them about that book series we listened to, and they're all in the mall eating the trash.
Oh my gosh.
That's kind of where we are with processed foods.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of him or not, but it's Piers Anthony. I'm sure you do, because he's huge book or writer, and he has a series of books out that's called dang it, now why can't I think of the name of them?
One of them
Incarnations of Immortality.
Yes. They are awesome books.
Super
awesome.
Super cool books. Well, in one of those books, they're talking about the devil. And these people are going down to hell and, checking hell out. Well, the devil...
No, it's a mall.
Yeah,
it's a mall that you can go to and you can experience hell, and there's different levels. Yeah, that's what it was. And, and this level's like food, and this level's fun, and this level's, because...
And you got this, place where they're all going to eat. And, they have these big lavish meals all laid out, and people's eating all this big lavish meals.
Banquet-style stuff.
Well, this particular person had a pair of glasses they could put on, which made them see through the fakeness. So they put their glasses on, and they was literally eating garbage. I feel like we're living in that reality today.
And
yes, I do.
And it's processed food.
Yeah.
So it's put in a pretty little package. It's produced to make it look nice. But it is crap. It is literal garbage.
Yeah. Look into raspberry flavoring.
Okay. I'll just wait till my raspberries grow and use that as flavoring. Tamara said no thanks. Sorghum whey. I have not looked into sorghum stuff.
Berries, but not the flavorings. Yeah.
I was handed down. I think it's sorghum. No, maybe it's not sorghum. I don't know. Sorrel. I don't know.
Hi, I share the account with my son. My name is Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Welcome. Oh no. Ew. I know what you're talking about, Barb. Beaver butt goo.
That's
It's like a vanilla extract or something.
That's why can't I think of the name of it?
Willow needs a girl puppy. No, we're good.
No.
She can play with Lola.
I gotta go. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye, Rose.
Bye, Rose. Y'all should grow stevia for sweetening. I would rather grow sugarcane.
Yeah.
If I was gonna grow a sweetener, I would rather grow sugarcane. I've tried to grow stevia before, and it's it looks like it's like part of the mint family.
Wiley, have you held Fred yet? Yes, I have, Bill.
For about 2 whole minutes.
I got to hold her about 2 minutes, and then my phone started ringing, so I had to hand her off and answer my phone. But yeah.
Mama Vet said, grow it.
Grow it.
I've got so many things I'm going to grow this year, Mama Vet. I might have to wait till next year.
You have to process sugarcane to use it.
Well, I mean, I haven't really looked into the process.
Modium AD, Paul. It's my best friend. Yes, Jen, sugarcane.
Yeah, imitation vanilla is the beaver butt goo, I think.
Imitation vanilla. Why can't I think of what the heck that's called?
Butt paste is the best for diaper rash, yes. At least commercial creams. I haven't had a baby since I've been down this whole rabbit hole of fake stuff and harmful chemicals and stuff, so I really don't know. I mean, I know it worked good on my kids, but...
Mary Alice, yes, my brother actually years ago was telling me about these books and how good they was, and I'm not a reader. I can sit down and I can read one page of a book, and you can ask me 30 minutes later what happened, and I couldn't tell you a dang thing. But I can listen to them in audio. So we found that series of books on an audio book here a while back, and man, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry I missed it because it was freaking awesome.
What'd you miss?
I mean, that it took me so long to get to read it. I guess I didn't miss it, but yeah.
Yeah. Is butt paste the American E45 cream? I have no idea. I do not know.
cookies for Diver Rash.
Only make my own vanilla now. It tastes so much better. I bet it does.
Zingers are flavored from the anal gland of a beaver. Oh, wow.
Zingers, is that a food?
Yeah, it's a cupcake.
Oh, ew.
It's the little cupcake that looks like a Twinkie with the chocolate on top. Yeah.
See what I'm talking about? It comes in a pretty little package and it looks good, but you're eating crap. Literally, they wiped it off of a beaver's butt. Blech.
Castorium. That's what it's called.
Castorium.
Yeah.
I remember chewing on sugar cane as a kid in Houston. Check growing chart. I'm the same way, Wiley. Huh. It kills brain cells. It is really bad to give to developing kids. I can imagine.
Yep, I bet.
can imagine.
Used to eat raw sugar cane growing up instead of candy. My dad used to grow it in a ranch. Oh, wow.
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
I want to know who wandered what beaver butt secretions. Yeah, I know.
Right?
How did they figure that out?
So actually, back in the day, whenever you hunted beaver, you took that, and that's what you baited your beaver traps with, because that was what put the smell off that attracted other beavers.
Oh, because it smelled sweet.
So that's what you baited your beaver trap with. So I'm sure back then somebody was like, "Oh, oops! Oh, wait a minute, that tasted good."
Yeah. Accidentally licked their fingers afterwards or something.
Coffee beans come from cat poo. Yeah, the cat poo coffee. I would actually probably try some of that just because to say, but you know how expensive that stuff is? Oh my gosh.
How long do you hope to get your goats? Hopefully next weekend. We have a tentative appointment to go pick them up next weekend.
Yeah.
Will you be milking them? If they have babies, I'll be milking them. And then I'll be making goat cheese and maybe get back into making goat milk soap and drinking the goat milk. And
the problem is I'm just not sure what the production's going to be like on these mini goats.
Right. Mm-hmm. But we're going to have a whole bunch of them. So
yeah.
Yeah. Coffee beans from cat poo. Yeah. The cat poo. What do they call it? Cat poo coffee.
Cat poo coffee.
Yeah.
Fantastic. If you think the butt cream is bad, the disposable diapers are just as bad when the urine reaches the diaper. That cat poo coffee cost a bucket full of crap.
And plastic pull-up pants. Are the plastic pull-up pants bad too? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I hit the...
You did it again.
Yep. Wiley's speechless, y'all. I didn't know those plastic pull-up pants. With Emily, I made my own cloth diapers and used cloth diapers with Emily.
Where you get your audiobooks? Lynn, I get them off of Audible, and we also have, what is that?
So, depending on your library system, there's a program called Hoopla, Hoopla, and you can sometimes, like our library in Oklahoma had a partnership with them. And so you get like 8 audiobooks a month and it doesn't cost you anything. And you can also watch videos, like movies and stuff that they have on there, and read articles and all kinds of stuff. It's basically like an online library, and it is awesome. So check with your library. If you have a library card, they might partner, especially since you're in Oklahoma.
And it is freaking awesome. I listened. So back whenever I was driving a truck cross country, I listened. So it's Graphic Audio is the name of the books, or the company.
A movie in your mind.
Yeah, their thing is their logo is a movie in your mind. So, each person has individual characters. It has all the background sounds, the everything. And it's just like watching a movie, but you don't see a screen. And with my imagination, I can it's just like watching a movie, period. I absolutely love it. And then I found out that I can get these books for free off of Hoopla. And oh my gosh, my life has totally changed.
He usually goes through his 8 in 1 month. And then he's like, hey, I'm going to log into yours and use your books too.
There's actually 2 apps that I know.
Oh, and Libby too. Yeah,
Libby. Sometimes they partner with Audible. I've only seen that once though.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but yeah.
Kopi Luwak. Yep, you're exactly right. That's the name of that. That's the cat that does the cat.
Oh yeah, coffee. The Kopi. Yeah, that's right. The Kopi coffee. Yeah.
Plastic.
And apparently, it costs a lot of money to drink coffee that's passed through a cat.
Oh, geez, I'm late. Hi, Cindy.
Yeah. Oh, it's time to go.
Yeah,
Dang, that went fast.
it sure did.
I hope my medicine starts kicking in soon.
Did you take it already?
Yeah, I just took it a second ago.
Yeah, she's just in and out. Paul, she's not paying any attention to the chat, so.
I'm prepping for dinner.
Paul's
Oh.
giving you crap.
Of course.
Of course, she said.
Miles and Kim, hi.
Yeah, it's called Civet.
Civet Cat. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Wait,
Kopi
wait,
Luwak
wait.
was the coffee. Yeah.
Y'all have a great weekend. Thanks, Ann. Love y'all. Love you too, Mama
Bye,
Vet.
Ann.
I use cloth diapers
Bye,
with
Mama
my
Vet.
3 kids when at home. I should put Emily on making some cloth diapers. But if the plastic pants are bad, then maybe we should get.
Bye, DJ.
I know they make like a waterproof fabric. It's kind of the same stuff that. Ooh, she could use if we can't find it, we could just
Thanks,
buy
Paul.
some of
You
these, like,
too.
waterproof mattress pads, and that's because
Yeah.
it's like lined with the something. And
Bye, Mike.
Amber or Emily,
Yeah?
I need you to make some cloth diapers.
Bye, Barb.
I'll teach you how.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't make
Janice
it too
says,
tight.
love the
I
dress,
still have
Emily.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
still have it's.
I
it's moved
learned,
down.
okay? I won't make you make the same mistake.
Janice said, love the dress, Emily.
Thank you.
Would you in the plastic pants fit over the cloth diaper? Right.
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 Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a ton of elastic.
Right. But
a great
when
weekend. See
I
you
had
guys.
gotten some hand-me-down ones, and they had a waterproof fabric inside
Brenda
of
from
them.
Chicago, did you know cornstarch is really good for diaper rashes? Absolutely.
Mhm.
That's what we have always
And where you
used growing
sweat
up.
and get rashy.
Yep.
Yes. I used to keep a deal of cornstarch in my bag when I worked at the post office, because when you get hot and sweaty and you're walking 15 miles a day, your thighs get chafed. And sometimes, you get that chafing going on in the back too. I'd go to the bathroom and put some cornstarch on and keep on trucking.
I'll let her know you said that, Auntie Emma.
I had clothes snaps on once. Yes. I don't want to have to buy the snapper machine, because I remember my cousin bought it, and I think that she spent like $100 on that press that put the snaps on there. So we'd probably just use Velcro instead. Velcro is easier to find and it's cheaper.
I always thought the plastic pants kept too much moisture. Yeah. Yeah, we never used them whenever, on all my little cousins and everything growing up, we always used cloth diapers, but we never used those plastic.
Mhm.
I didn't like that. Mom and Dad never liked it, and we never liked it growing up.
We used cornstarch in the nursing home. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cornstarch has always been Mom's go-to forever.
Yep. Either way, it'll be good practice for Emily.
Yeah.
To make something other than a dress, although she's getting good at that.
But how hard is it to make a square piece of cloth?
No, it's not. Well,
A cloth
No.
diaper?
no, the cloth diapers I made looked like disposables, but they were made out of cloth, and they almost look like
Oh, well, that's dumb.
Yeah,
Why, you not know how to fold?
no. Still using cornstarch. We do too. I haven't needed it in a while. Now called baby nappy pins.
All right, guys, it's time to get off here. We got to go meet Greg. So yeah.
How hard can it be to make a diaper? Famous last words. It's not hard. If you have a sewing machine, I wouldn't want to sew them by hand. You have to put a thick center. Yes.
Have a great weekend. Yep. Have a great weekend, Brooke.
The disposable diapers are really nice for when you're out and about and you don't want to carry around a poopy diaper all day. But other than that, cloth is way better to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At home for sure. Yeah. Not divorced yet. Maybe that's why.
Sorry, Melody. I hope if that's what you're wanting, that it happens soon.
All right, guys, we need to get off here. Bye, y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out.
We have places to go
Yep.
and people to see.
And I'm sure you will get to see plenty of Fred tomorrow over on Amber's channel at Positively Obnoxious. If you guys want to go hang out with her, I would say probably 9, 10 o'clock, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on how hard we sleep tonight.
Right.
Because now that we're going to be in our own bed,
it ain't
we're
going to
probably gonna
matter
be out
because
cold.
Fred ain't going to let her sleep at all. So. Okay, we got to get off here.
Yeah, she'll probably be awake.
You're in control of the button. So.
Oh, I am. Okay. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye,
Don't
y'all.
forget to hit that like button on your way out.
Yep.